actually on time tonight. Hell hath frozen over in July. How are you doing? You can tell me when you arrive. As you can see, I'm upstairs tonight. I even think that I might be a minute early. Wow. Whoever thought that? I just posted a Substack just mere minutes ago. And let's see. Our friend Tia just said, it's a great time to upload my song. Yeah, so I just, on my latest Substack, I included at the end of that Substack my song, We've Got to Come Together, because we do. It's really important. Hi, and welcome. So today is Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. We're gathered here together to save our country. Like we have been for the past 5 years. It seems like the rest of the country is starting to catch on. I don't know. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay. So, this morning, at around 9, I posted my first of a series that will go on for as long as needed, which could be a long time. And my new series is called Off the Ledge, where I talk you off the ledge. Yes, I'm looking at a comment that says it's hard to stay positive. The only way to stay positive is to come together. That's the only way. That's why we gather. Because we're literally lifting the energy of the collective by coming together. This is what we're being called to do. Humanity cannot survive. Our planet cannot survive unless we're forced to merge. Right? Because we can't, I can't save the world all by myself. I've tried. We're not going to say anything discouraging. I see someone said they still haven't stopped Elon. We know that. All right? We know that. So there's no need to post any bad news when we're using our creative thought energy to create what we want to see happen. Okay, now I understand fully that not everybody has learned this. So I'm here to teach you too. Darren, it's freezing where you are. It was really, really cold today. And so Warren's saying Elon will be stopped. Yeah, okay. We will win. That's why we're here. Okay. I'm gonna rewind, okay? Since we're all gathered here to raise the energy, and if you're new, I'm just gonna tell you these are the guidelines, all right? And I'm not mad at anybody. If I'm mad, I'll tell you. like Monday night, I was mad, and I told you I was mad. So, we have to really recognize how important it is that those of us who know, because not everybody knows. In fact, it's a minority of the people that know that all thought is creative. Okay, if you're going to invent something, or you're going to build something, or you're going to, for that matter, if you're going to make peanut butter cookies, right? You have to assemble the energy in the form of ingredients to make that result happen. When we want to create a shift that's collective, it takes a little longer. It takes a little longer because we have to kind of wait for the rest of the country to catch up. And if we think that this is not going to force the rest of the country to catch up, then we're wrong. Then we're mistaken. Right? Thoughts lead to actions, and all thought is creative. So this morning, I started a series, and it's called Off the Ledge. And the purpose of this series that I'm calling, yeah, fire signs get mad. It's true, Darren. The reason I'm calling this series Off the Ledge is because we need a few minutes to gather each day to set our minds straight. So it's kind of like a spiritual workout. And this morning's was 13 minutes, and I'll strive to keep them short. Okay? Massive protests everywhere. Those are the kinds of things that I want to see in the chat tonight. Not for me, for everybody here. This is not about me. Just so you all know, I would be doing things that really, like, I won't get into it. I mean, it's not about me, it's about us. Now, the Substack that I just now published, just minutes ago, is this. So please go to my Substack, and please subscribe to my Substack. It's free, but if you pay me, it really helps. It's a great way for me to get donations. And it's entitled No America, This Is Not Who We Are. Okay? And I will share it as soon as, thank you for subscribing. I'll share it on my community page just as soon as we finish up, because I actually just finished writing that. And I haven't had time to post it on my community page. It was hard to stop reading it, so you just made my night. Thank you. You can reread it later. So thank you all for being here. It's getting more and more important for us to really, to be here. Okay, you deleted your X account. Very good. I know that those will work. I know that my Off the Ledge series will work. And I know that this works. And I know we have a lot of work to do. Please make sure you watch our show from yesterday. Kathy Beal and I did a fabulous show, because Kathy is fabulous. I don't know if she's here tonight. So centering. And she said these two words that stuck with me. She said that she has her calm core. I don't know if she's here tonight. I don't think so. Find your calm core. And find your inner Ukrainian. All right? And fiery woman, like Venus is in Aries now. It just shifted into Aries. This is like Wonder Woman, warrior princess, or warrior queen, or, whatever you want to call it. I remember when I was a kid, I was always really intrigued by powerful women. Like those sort of like superhero women shows. Or heroine, I should say. Okay, yes, we had about 500 in the chat, too. Yeah, Kathy's pulling in some good numbers. It's great. It's nice to feel that reward. Let's pull a Forest Fae. Collectively, as a country, us all uniting is going to be huge. And I want to mention that I saw a sign, it was kind of new. I saw an orange monster flag flying today where I hadn't seen it before. And I went, isn't that interesting? And I sort of like psychically tune in. What's going on with that? Why did that person feel a need to put a Trump flag up? And here's what I got. Here's what I got about that. I got that some people who are MAGA are so upset right now at what's going on that the only thing that can make them feel better, this is for some of the MAGAs, the only thing that can make them feel better, I psychically picked up, was if they feel like that they can own the libs. And you all know I live in Massachusetts, right? So to fly a Trump flag here is like you're saying F you to everybody. Basically, that's what that is. Because I looked at the flag and I was like, I hadn't seen that before. It's right where I parked my car. I wonder why they're flying that now. So you're going to start seeing that. You're going to start seeing that, right? You're going to start seeing people putting their Trump flags out because they're so upset. This is my theory from what I picked up on. They're so upset at what's going on that it's just like a last-ditch effort to own the libs, to get the satisfaction of knowing they really pissed off a normal person. We'll put it that way. Whatever you're into. It's pathetic and it's getting desperate. Right? A fairy card for tonight. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And when you're a member, you get a 10% discount on a tarot reading, and you also are invited to a psychic party once a month. Memberships help me immensely to pay my bills. You live in Massachusetts too? So you know what I mean, Nathan? I'm always excited when I see people from Massachusetts here because we're such a small state. It's nice that you're here. The Thimble Witch. There is magic in beginning, so start something new. Well, here we go. We're starting a new, I would say a new kind of blast of energy. It's a new blast of energy. It's a new movement. And the movement that's starting is huge. Let's have a dad joke. What goes up when rain comes down? An umbrella. I think I heard that one before when I was in 3rd grade. Thank you. Your Harris Wald signs are still up. Yeah, you see mine too. I need to tie it down better, but that's why you always see the sign behind me. I kind of like it. When we fight, we win. There it is, right? That's been up there since October. Super Bowl is on Fox. They're extremely obnoxious about it. You know, the thing about that, it's like we're under attack right now. There's a coup happening right now. Elon Musk has stolen our government and gutted our military, officials, our leaders, stolen everything from us, and people are talking about the Super Bowl. You love the Bee Gees song Massachusetts. Oh, that just makes me think of my dad because he loved that song. Now I'm going to have to go play it afterwards. Are we really, is America really going to be talking about the Super Bowl when they've just stolen our country from us? Let's get some perspective here. What do you call a man who can't stand? Kneel. Honestly, we should boycott the Super Bowl. We can't be distracted by a Super Bowl because we're not in normal times. I'm not going to say that we're not going to heal or recover our democracy, but I am going to say it gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I noticed today I got a flyer from the grocery store send around these circulars that have the sales. Super Bowl snacks, right? Super Bowl stuff is on sale for your nachos and whatever, right? And I'm thinking, Elon Musk is stealing our country from us, and we're going to be thinking about the Super Bowl. We can read on that if you want. It needs to be postponed. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is really, it's kind of like a symptom of America being unconscious. It really is. You can't find anything online about protests today. Did they block media today? It was a little bit sparse, and I have my theories about why big protest rallies aren't happening, and my biggest theory about that is the threat of violence. Because remember the Black Lives Matter? That was so huge. There were people that went out deliberately to cause trouble and to blame it on the Democrats. So it's partly that. But people are still out protesting. And I think that they're probably be keeping it a little bit quiet. They're probably keeping it a little bit quiet because of that. Because they don't want any violence, perpetrators of violence. Please read on the Super Bowl today due to threats. What? What's your question? Are you saying that you think the Super Bowl will be postponed because of threats? Are there threats? All right, well, we can look. I believe, okay, you believe many people, Darren's saying she believes many people will be boycotting the Super Bowl. Let's just ask if that's going to be a thing. Let's pull cards on it. Since I had pendulum. Oh, wait, I do have a pendulum. Let's pull some cards on it, too. What are the chances that the Super Bowl will be postponed? 10%? 20%? They're about 30%. I'm not getting that it's going to be postponed. You'd rather watch the Puppy Bowl? Yeah, they are having a Puppy Bowl. What is the king of all? Hang on. I know it's ridiculous. I keep getting up. What is the king of all measurements called? The ruler. Thomas, did you take out your elementary school dad joke book? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. No, it doesn't look like the Super Bowl will be postponed. There's a 30% chance. That's not very high. Okay. People are rising up. The Puppy Bowl and the Kitten Bowl are much better. Did they do that last year? I don't remember that. There's a 30% chance currently that the Super Bowl will be postponed. I didn't really say yes or no. It's from your dad joke calendar. That's good. All right. Where do I begin? I have tea leaves tonight. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to post another video. Okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to post another off the ledge video. Let's start with the Cosmic Tarot. I'm going to pull 3 cards about the American people waking up and where we're at with that. Yes, when we have 200 thumbs up, we will do a group hug. We usually pick a theme for the group hug, and you can throw some ideas up there. Okay, how are Americans doing with what's going on? And I did actually I checked the pendulum today about what percentage of Americans right now know what's going on, and it was 70%. When it comes to people's money, they're going to pay attention, and that goes for MAGA and the Republicans, the actual Republicans. The American people right now, 2 of Swords, have no idea what to make of what's going on. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't know. I'm saying they don't know what to make of it. I'm reading on the American people. Yeah, it's bad. But right now, even though I'm picking up the 70% of the American people have caught wind of what's going on, that Elon is conducting a coup, most people just don't know what to think. So I haven't watched mainstream media, of course, but I'm wondering if anybody here has. Yeah, stunned. That's the word. People are stunned. That's why I'm saying Super Bowl. They're stealing our country. They're handing it over to Putin. Super Bowl, right? Right? Yeah, 70% of the people, that's what I'm reading when I'm checking the pendulum, are aware of that there's something huge happening. Okay, and most people don't know what to do. New law signed banning the sale of shredded cheese. It's called Make America Great Again. Oh, totally. I mean, one topic at a time. So this is about the American people are stunned, and they don't know what to do, and they don't know what to think, and they're kind of thinking about Kamala. Thomas, you're killing people with the dad jokes. It's great. The American people are thinking about Kamala. And the Seven of Wands, I'm actually picking up that most of us are up for the battle. Most of us are up for the revolution. You're eating a loaded baked potato? Yum! That's what I ate today. I had potatoes. Did you know potatoes are really good for you and they even have protein? Who knew? I read that somewhere once. Make sure you're praying, make sure you're visualizing, make sure that you are just doing everything in your power. Get with other people. I know that there are people online that are organizing group meditations, virtual meditations. We do our meditation every Thursday. Our Grassroots of Democracy meetings are now energy meetings, basically. You didn't know that about potatoes either, huh? Yeah, they have protein. So I had a mixture of sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. Really delish. The resistance has started, yes. Viva the resistance, yes, absolutely. Please share my Substack too. And pray for people in the chat. I noticed some people are having some hardship. 3 cards about, okay, now I've been talking about that I feel, and it would make sense, that there are people with mega experience in our government. Some of them have horrifyingly been fired. Gloria, are you saying discouraging things? Because I noticed Warren just had to talk you off the ledge. I want to take a look at the people that were running our country just a mere few months ago, that have mega experience in running our country, that have been fired or pushed aside. And I don't feel like they've just gone away. I mean, I know if it were me, I couldn't. There's no way I couldn't live with myself if I was just like, I could help, but I'm not going to, right? So that's logical. I'm going to pull 3 cards about what's going on in the background in our country. They may have been pushed aside or fired. I'm not going to read on John Fetterman. So what's going on with that? The people that know the world and know our democracy and our government, what's going on? And you know who I mean, like the last administration. Are we having snow again, Cheryl? Cheryl's in Maine. I think I heard that. Oh, Darren's giving you a baked potato recipe. It's a balancing act, I'm telling you. It's okay. So what I'm asking about is the last administration being in the game. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. I kind of feel like the last administration is counting on all the investigations, and I don't mean just nationally, internationally, to make a difference here. Now the Four of Swords indicates that the last administration laid the groundwork and pretty much exhausted the whole, all their options, and did whatever they could to safeguard us. And the Two of Pentacles is right now, it's a balancing act. Okay, and the Ten of Pentacles, there's a lot when it comes to NATO and the investigations around the world, there is a lot in place already. So I feel like the last administration and people who have been fired since the last administration because DT and EM, I can't even say their names. They're so evil. Have embarked upon a coup to steal our country. I do feel like there are safeguards in place. And there's a lot of safeguards in place. They laid the groundwork for us to be safe. And right now it's kind of a waiting game because the rest of the world has to get engaged and stopping this. It is detrimental to the entire world. I mean, I know it's really hard to look at what's going on because it's beyond devastating. It's absolutely horrifying. I did call my representatives today, and I got through, so definitely call your representatives. I got through to Elizabeth Warren and Seth Moulton, at least. Okay. So that's interesting. The last administration laid the groundwork for us to be safe with what was coming. And it's basically, it feels like the safety that they felt was all the mega amounts of evidence against the Orange Monster and Putin. And Putin. I really feel like this is all about Putin. Like he's the kingpin. All right, when we're up to 200 thumbs up, we're going to do a group hug. Some heavy duty stuff going on, that is for sure. All right. Is it time for the nefarious cards? Okay, we'll go there. Oh, on ABC News, they're reporting the truth on what... Okay, let's read on that. You don't say. The media has been complicit in allowing this to happen. I don't know how they live with themselves. But I did see a little clip of Scott Jennings on CNN getting his, handed to him. So that was good. That was satisfying. These smug, what's gotta go. I'm going to pull 3 cards on that topic. Is the media actually going to tell the truth now? Is mainstream media are they going to get scared and tell the truth? And when I ask that question, I have this sort of an image of January 6th, 2021, January 6th, when all of a sudden, because we were attacked, that was the first coup. Even corporate America was like, that's it, we're pulling all our money away from the Republicans. Remember that? And the mainstream media freaked out because we were under attack. And I've told you all a month or so ago, I said we're going to be attacked. And I don't like to say things like that, but this is it. We're in it right now. Yeah, Scott Jennings, he's a piece of work, man. Glad I'm not him. He's just an awful, awful human. Complete sellout. Remember that on January 6th? Think corporate media is feeling the pain, Darren? Okay, let's see. They have secrets. Corporate media has secrets, and what that is we were paid to hide the truth. It's clear as a bell. Clear as can be. We were paid to not tell the truth. What a bunch of... it makes me so mad. These are people's lives. They're messing with people's lives. The mainstream media has messed with the lives of everybody on the planet. I don't even want to think about U.S. aid being cut. That is just... I wrote about it in my Substack. It's making me crazy. The Seven of Wands. Well, you know what? This is what I'm going to tell you about mainstream media. Seven of Wands is coming up again. This is indicating all the work that we have ahead of us. They have a lot of work ahead of them to rectify the situation. Because, Jim Acosta was on Midas Touch today. I'll look that up. I really like Jim Acosta. He's genuine. He's a real deal. They're going to have to start telling the truth. Cheryl, read my Substack, because I wrote about that. And the Queen of Cups. I know you're not going to really have an easy time believing this, but I'm reading on mainstream media, and I actually see they've been being paid to just promote propaganda. Paid heavily. And now, I'm sorry, I'm reading what you're saying. I know this is hard to believe, but I'm seeing them starting to talk about Kamala. So perhaps this has to do with, I'm going to ask the pendulum, perhaps this has to do with a conversation starting, a national conversation about, gee, did the orange monster really win the election? Gee, it was funny because his rallies were just basically empty right up to the election day, and he was acting like a deranged, crazy person. Yeah, the US aid, I can't even, like people will die instantly because they're not getting, Elon is Satan incarnate. And speaking of that, I was remembering recently that about a year or so ago, I was having visions. This is back when I was in my old office, so it was a while ago. I had a vision once of the orange monster in a dark room talking to a dark entity. And that popped into my mind recently. Remember that? Remember when you thought, is he conjuring up the devil? Trump, right? What is that I'm seeing? Like Spirit was just giving me this sort of an image of, he was sitting there and he was in the dark and he was talking to a dark entity, and I'm like, is he just talking to demons or what's going on there? And then today it occurred to me. Read my Substack, Brenda. I talked about that too. Today it occurred to me that I was probably picking up on him talking to Putin. It was scary. It was creepy, but it was very, very, very strong. A very strong impression. This is a demonic, big time. Gloria, can you please stop with the word? This is. Somebody can you talk Gloria off the ledge tonight? Because she keeps on saying things that are just, not positive. And we love you. Okay, so I'm going to... We keep each other in line here. We really do. Was that vision, was it actually that he was talking to Putin? Yes, that's what I was picking up on. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Now we're going to the nefarious cards. And it's time for a group hug. Yes, the world's not going to let Trump take over Gaza. I absolutely agree. And I just want to say right here that I don't care if people get upset, that I'm making sure that people stay positive. I don't care. because this is that important. Pray for Maria's brother. This is that important. And it's my channel, and if I want positivity in the chat, then I ask for it. And we're always kind when we say, please keep it positive. I'm just, I'm just like a little bit harsh because where I live, it's a cultural thing. Nefarious cards first, and then we'll go to the Psychic Tarot. And I know people are really sensitive now, and it's understandable. I had my little, rant session on Monday. And I gave you all permission to vent if you need to. Let's pull 3 cards about Elon, and then we're going to do a group hug. Thank you for being here. Sages are blunt. It's just it's fine. Don't not be who you are. It's not worth it. Elon. Well, let me do this because I wasn't thinking. Okay, what is he facing? He should be facing imminent arrest. I can't even believe. Yeah, it's my channel, right? I can't even believe that he hasn't been arrested. Thank you for being here. Like, share, and subscribe. Group hug coming. What's the fate of Elon? Well, well, well. I do feel that he was doing things before the last administration left. And, yeah, there's massive positive forces. I agree. Bye, Leon. Before Kamala and Joe left, it looks like there was a lot of discussion with our allies about Elon. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. And the Ace of Pentacles, okay, they have a clear, NATO has a clear case against Elon. Very clear. Jimmy Carter's helping us. See, that's all. I just want positive things in the chat. Thank you. My dad is helping me. I can feel it. He's... And I am going to go listen to that song, Massachusetts, by the Bee Gees again, because that was one of his absolute favorite songs. Positivity. I don't think it's too much to ask. I really don't. The Ace of Pentacles. There is a crystal clear case for busting Elon. Yeah, I do feel like he's going to get arrested. The energy is there. The when is we can ask. Will Elon get arrested? Will he be arrested? He will be arrested. Like I said yesterday on the show with Kathy, it's like we have Hitler on the loose. Hitler on the loose, and it's Elon. Be strong and carry on, yeah. Stay calm and carry on too. Is Elon going to be arrested? I'm getting an affirmative. Yes, Rose got a strong yes as well. Will it be within a week? It looks like it's going to go to, yeah, it looks like a yes. It wound up and went to a yes. Okay. Is Elon going to be arrested? Yes, I get yes. I'm going to ask, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to ask for numbers of days. Will it be in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 within 5 days, 4 to 5 days. Yeah. They need to arrest him. Now, I've asked before if it will be in this country. Will it be in this country? Well, that's interesting. Because I've always gotten that Germany would it doesn't mean it couldn't happen there too. In another country. Okay, so wow, that's interesting. Maybe I'm picking up on NATO. Because it's a really strong yes. Is it NATO? It's a really strong yes that I'm getting. He really needs to be stopped. It's like Hitler on the loose. It really is. He's a terrorist. I guess Thomas just told a really funny dad joke. Wow. Whoa boy. Some heavy stuff there. Heavy. I'm gonna read on. Well, before I read on Vlad Putin, they need to bring his satellites down exactly, and Canada took down. They canceled the contract they had with Starlink. With Elon, will Elon try to run? He can't run. I mean, you can't hide. The group hug. Okay, let's do a group hug. Let's think about. Yeah, they need to cancel all his contracts. We'll be thinking about that. Let's think about the American people waking up. We got 70% of people know what's going on now. Let's make it 100. And let's do a group hug as we visualize, like what you've seen people rising up and rallying and protesting. Let's visualize that being huge. Remember the BLM protests, how huge they were? You watched my new series? Good. Okay, we're going to imagine that. We're going to imagine the people that are suffering because of Elon's evil taking away aid. We're going to visualize that being turned around. And for anybody that's really struggling, let's do the hug. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. See millions upon millions of people in the streets protesting, being loud, our representatives not backing down. We're not going back. When we fight, we win. See Kamala back in the limelight. And the U.S. aid reinstated. So those poor people, very poor people, don't starve to death. And anyone who's struggling, that they get the upliftment that they need and the support. All right. Thank you. We get loud. That we get loud. I just want to say I really appreciate how much I feel there's a concerted effort in the chat to keep the conversation high vibration. Thank you. I like it. It makes a difference. I'm going to actually read on the Super Bowl. I'm not going to read who's going to win the Super Bowl. Who's playing? Is it the Eagles and the Chiefs? I don't even know. Ever since the Patriots didn't have their dynasty anymore, I kind of have been out of the loop. I do watch the Super Bowl, but I used to watch it with my dad, so, you know. Unless he watches in spirit. I'm probably not going to watch it. Somebody talk Jody off the ledge, please. We're here to help each other. The Eagles and the Chiefs. I got it right. I'm impressed. Okay, I'm just gonna pull 3 cards about the Super Bowl. Okay? Everything's gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't forget. Sing positive songs. Go look up, We've Got to Come Together. I'm going to post it on my community page again. All right. Super Bowl. Super Bowl Sunday, we're all just going to be trying to keep our balance. going to be all right. But it doesn't look like a very happy event. The Super Bowl does not look like a very happy event this year. Yeah. Yeah, let's call for Trump's removal. Yeah, he wants to see big crowds. I like that idea. He's gonna see big crowds, all right. They're gonna be crowds to oust him. He needs to be removed. Donald Trump needs to be removed. He needs to be removed. That's all there is to it. Did they help you, Jody? The other thing we're going to learn is how much people are willing to help one another. Yeah, the Super Bowl doesn't look like a very happy event. Sorry if your team is in the Super Bowl. It just doesn't look like a happy event. What do you mean by that, guys? Is it that the country is just not going to be feeling very good? Yeah, I think our morale is going to be so sunk. There are calls for impeachment. He needs to be impeached. Good Lord. Treason, sedition, all of it. Insurrection. It's beyond belief that he is where he is. But he stole it. Well, let's pull some nefarious cards on him. Since we're going there. And I was going to pull some cards on Putin, too. Let's start with Putin. Not only abuse of power, abuse of us. Yeah, who wants to cheer about anything? I know the Super Bowl does not look like a happy event. I just see kind of a dark cloud over the Super Bowl. Keep your white candles lit. Thanks for reminding us, Rose. Keep your white candles lit. Yeah, they're committing crimes against humanity. I mean, it's bad enough the USAID thing, and then yesterday I read they're sending innocent people. They just wanted to have a better life and live in our country. That's what we were founded on. Innocent people being sent to Guantanamo Bay. I'm not joking. So yeah, the Super Bowl is going to have a dark cloud over it. It does not look like a happy event. I'm reading on Putin. Talking about selling prisoners. What do you mean selling prisoners? That doesn't make sense to me. Well, I'm reading on Putin and I have the Tower card. What do you think of them apples? So much evidence, so much evidence, so much evidence, so many crimes. This is about Putin. So many crimes, so much evidence, so many crimes, so many war crimes, so many crimes against the world, Putin. And the Tower card means he's gonna be toppled. Wow. It's just a matter of when, not if. Wow. I'm actually kind of like having a hard time believing that he'll be toppled at the moment. What do you call it when you give someone 20 cents? A pair of dimes. A pair of dimes shift. This joke doesn't make any sense, does it? No, it doesn't. Is Putin going to be toppled? I have a yes. So I want us all to think about that. Let's all just think about that for a minute. Putin toppled. Toppled. Imagine the Russian people dancing in the streets. Remember Saddam Hussein? They pulled down his statue. Remember when the Berlin Wall came down, depending on how old you are? These things happen. I'm not getting into time frame. These things happen. Remember they got Osama bin Laden? Remember that? Well, I'm seeing this is Putin toppled. I'm just saying, it's not like that hasn't happened before. It's not like I mean, for that matter, how about Mussolini? I mean, you all know what I say about the orange monster. Looks just like him. I have tea leaves. Several of Putin's bad guys have been deleted recently. Oh, and that's interesting. And no, my candle's not close to my curtain. Does it look like my candle's close to my curtain? Oh no, it's not. I know, it's an optical illusion. It's not that close. What are you saying about Navajo? McConnell fell, die? What? What are you saying? I'm trying to follow what you guys are saying. I used a little bit of a different tea tonight. I am going to pull a couple more cards though. Because where I work now, one day a week is like an herb and tea store. Oh, he fell down. Okay. He fell again. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. I couldn't really tell what you were saying. Yeah, he's done. He's done. Okay. Before we read the tea leaves, we're going to read just a little bit more. I'm going to do this. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot, and I'm going to ask about these Democrats in our Congress that are standing up. McConnell is in terrible shape, and he's ruined this country. He's complicit. And I don't know why he hasn't retired. The Democrats, like Jasmine Crockett, Chris Murphy, Adam Schiff, all of them. The Democrats that are in office that are fighting back. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Your dad jokes usually start with a dad joke, but it's too cheesy. Is that what I got? Thank you for being a warrior. I'm trying to inspire other warriors. Not warriors. Warriors, like fight, fight, fight. So I'm reading on the warriors in Congress. Definitely check out my Substack, and that Substack. It's entitled, This Is Not Who We Are. Because there's several things that you were saying tonight I kind of addressed in that article I just wrote. The Democrats, they're feeling the emotional loss, absolutely. The Democrats in our Congress that are fighting. Standing their ground. I'm surprised McConnell's still alive too. I'm asking about the Democrats in our Congress that are really fighting, and I got, they're feeling the emotional loss, as we're all feeling. They're standing their ground, and I see fulfillment of wishes. Why are you saying evil never dies, Christine? Gloucester warriors or warriors? McConnell wants to die on the Senate floor? Well, he might. I'm not predicting that, but I'm just saying he might if he doesn't just retire. I kind of like what I'm seeing here because I'm asking about our Democrats in Congress that are really fighting back, and I see the emotional loss, but also standing their ground and fulfillment of wishes. Love always wins. Evil is part of the human condition, unfortunately. And it may never leave. I think that evil is kind of, it's just part of the human condition that we become very, very bright and very, very strong when we are in a fight against the evil. I'm going to ask this. This is the year of the snake. And in Egyptian cultures and other cultures, the snake and the goddess are intertwined. They're snakes are considered goddesses. Bernie Sanders gave a speech that made you cry and you saw angels around him. Yeah. There's not a lot that I can really watch nowadays because I'm too upset about what's going on. But once in a while I catch a little something that uplifts me. And only read things that uplift you. Is democracy going to become stronger around the world rather than weaker? I have a yes on that. So we're in the middle. We're in the middle. We're really in the thick of it right now. And we're in the year of the snake. That's why I said that. Maybe next time we'll read a little bit on what's going on for Kamala. We did talk about that in our show yesterday. So this tea that I used is a little bit different. It's called Rocky Horror. It's an interesting tea. It's called Rocky Horror. Usually I use the Assam tea. It's ASSAM, Assam tea. Somebody was asking me one night. You're going camping until Tuesday and turning off your phone? I hope you're in a warm climate. Wow. It's so cold here today. I didn't even go for a walk. It was that cold. I didn't go for a long walk. Let's see what we have in our tea leaves. And before I read the tea leaves, I want to thank you all for being here. It'll only take a few minutes to read the tea leaves. I want to ask you if you want to book a reading. I'm giving away the reject mugs. I'm giving away these to anyone who books a reading. They're not dishwasher safe. So, and I have a whole bunch of them, and I'm going to give them away. You can just leave me a tip when you book a long reading. And I'll send that to you for free because those are the ones I can't use. These, there's my St. Bridget's cross. Oops, kindness makes a difference. These are on sale on my website. I've been like a little shipping house over here. If you ordered one, they're on their way now. I mailed a whole bunch today, and tomorrow I'm going to ship a couple more that came in today. So Kamala 1, go to psychicannetdion.com. You will love this mug. You know how we have a favorite mug? This is my favorite mug now. It's high quality. $35 includes shipping. I just kind of take the hit on that because it's worth it to get the mug to you. Psychicannetdion.com is where you book a reading. Church of Spirituality will change your life for the better. Check it out. And subscribe to my Substack. And on Thursday nights we do a meditation, so join us for that. What do I see? I see, this is like swift moving action. This looks like arrows to me. And here it looks like two people in conversation. I see negotiations. I feel like this is about NATO. Oh, I just ruined it. That's the Venus energy. This is the Jupiter energy. We're going to see more like talks about what to do, about what's going on here in the United States. There are negotiations and talks going on. Don't think that this is just going to go without, don't think we're just going to go into darkness. Okay? Don't think we're just going to go into darkness and we're going to lose it all. That's not what I'm picking up on. This looks like a person on almost on like a, this is a woman. I see a lot of women figures here. Almost on like I want to say a bicycle or a car. I see a lot of movement. There's a lot of tea leaves here that are indicating movement. There's a rose. There's love. There's people coming together. I see a lot of people and they all look like they're moving in a vehicle. Okay, so there's a lot of movement indicated in the tea leaves tonight. And then up here where Venus is and Jupiter, there's a coming together, there's a merging. I definitely feel like there are females in the world that are taking charge and moving mountains right now. And I'm thinking about the president of Mexico and the president of Romania specifically right now. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's interesting how all these tea leaves to me look like people riding vehicles. So that's quick movement. There's a rose. There's a lot of love. This is a negotiation of some sort. But it looks like between a female. It looks like between two females, actually. So I'm feeling like the leaders of these countries, the female leaders of these countries are, yeah, Macron is big mad too, yeah. We have to think about what's going on in terms of the world. We've heard the Kathy Beale and Louise Addington talk about that. We have to look at what's going on in terms of the world and not just America. You know, that's why I have my globe here, right? To remind us, we are the world. We are the world. We are the children. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We'll get into more on Friday. Is tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow night is Thursday. So we do a half an hour. I talk for 15 minutes, and then we do a guided meditation for the remaining 15 minutes. Please join us for that. Please do the meditation work. Please do the visualization work. I'll be here. I'll record a video tomorrow, a short one, entitled Off the Ledge. Okay? Do everything you can to save our country. It's really important. I love you all. Namaste. Be good to yourselves. Bye.